Yeah. There is no set point. Set points exist in this game. You can see that the upper values they're not equal to the upper value of the games. So we have no signal points. This you have to apply strategies. So for this game, you cannot solve this by the full strategies anymore because there is no set of points available. You cannot determine what is the best strategies for each players using these strategies. So you have to apply a step further. That we use a mid strategies, and to use the mid strategies, you know that for the mid strategies, each players will brainstorm between them two strategies. And how much probabilities he will use S1 and how much probabilities he will place S2. That is the key. So we just let some, we let P the probabilities as that S will place S1. So there is no doubt that P minus 1 minus P will be the probabilities as we place S2. And we let another, for example, Q, just like in our slide, the probabilities I will place 1. So 1 minus Q will be the probabilities Y will place Y2. So we just put the probabilities into the payoff matrix. You can see that for S1, B represent for the probabilities S will place strategies S1, and 1 minus B represent for the probability that S will play strategies S2. And similarly, we just do the same as Q represent for the probabilities. Sorry, that's why we play the strategies Y1, and 1 minus Q represent for the probability. That's why we play the strategies Y2. Okay. And based on this, you can multiply the probabilities with the payoff to calculate the expected gains in rows and columns. Example for you can have that Q plus choose multiply for 1 minus Q. And once multiply for Q, so we obtain Q plus 10 multiplies 1 minus Q. Okay, that's the expected gains for the player white. Expected gains for the player white and expected gains for players S. You can obtain as 4 B's plus 1 minus B and 2 P. And 1 minus P. Okay. Now you can have happy to solve this game. You had expected values for each. We just put 1 here for you to easy to follow. So you have me to solve this game for players. Just okay. Could you follow until this? Got it. So for players as you just simply put Bùi Quỳnh Hữu Kiệt. So you have any questions? You can unmute yourself and say out loud your questions. Hữu Kiệt. Oh, you don't see the screen? How about the others? Can you see the screen? Yes. Yes, I see. Okay. So what's your questions, Hữu Kiệt? Oh. Okay. I just go slowly a little bit. Okay. I'm sorry, let me try to choose. Khi mà chúng ta không thể dùng shadow point sử dụng Boole strategy để xác định cái value of the game nữa, thì chúng ta bắt buộc phải dùng một cái mid strategy. Cái mid strategy ở đây nó sẽ một cái người chơi sẽ brainstorm giữa hai cái chiến lược, là khả năng là bao nhiêu phần trăm thì anh ta sẽ chơi cái chiến lược 1 và bao nhiêu phần trăm còn lại thì anh ta sẽ sử dụng cái chiến lược số 2 để chơi cái game này, để thắng cái game này. Thì từ đó mình mới quy ước P và 1 minus P in the probabilities played in each strategy. Thì tương tự đối với cái người chơi còn lại cũng vậy, mình cũng sẽ quy ước Q và 1 minus Q. Tại vì mấy đứa phải nhớ là xác suất mà để anh ấy chơi cả hai strategy đó, tại vì mỗi người chỉ có 2 strategy thôi, nên xác suất để chơi hai cái strategy này tổng cộng nó sẽ bằng 1 là 100% á, 1 và 100%, nên là mình có Q rồi thì mình sẽ có là 1 minus Q. Okay. And so for player S, okay, I see that many have saw the games. Many of you have saw the games. So, from Ngọc Lan Vi and Phương Anh, who volunteer help me to solve the probabilities P and 1 minus P for each player here. You just put here for player P, for player S we have to solve for, you should put it into a function to solve for B and 1 minus P. And similarly for players Y, you will put this equal to 1 Q plus 10 1 minus Q. Okay. So what is the values of P and 1 minus P? Help me to solve this. P equal to and 1 minus P equal to okay. P equal to 9. Okay. One minus P equal to 2 and Q I believe in you. I will not solve this because I'm a little bit lazy. Okay, and 11 and 1 minus Q equal to plus. Okay. Make sure that you correct it. And this is the probabilities. Each of them we place each strategies. So you can calculate the value of the game for players. Just simply put this. You replay the probabilities here. bao nhiêu mấy đứa? Cho đối với for player S, for player white. Similarly, you replace the probabilities Q and 1 minus Q into the functions of Y expected gains. Okay. Equal to 38 over 11 for both players, right? Okay, thank you. Lang V. Okay, I will ask a plus point. Lang Vi, Phương Anh, and Quang Trung. Yes, we may have lessons on lost points. There are so many lost points offering today. So you should come up with a conclusion. Just keep in mind that in your midterm exam or final exam, I need you have well presented your answers. You need to have the sentence like this. So we have the probabilities as we place S1 and S2 respectively. Respectively. Ok, Nguyệt Ánh. Ok, cái giúp all the values. So easy. This is the most easiest chapters in QM course, but it's challenging when we have to study online. Okay. We just finished the mid strategies, and you see that this chapter is quite concise and it's quite short. That's we just sum up with how to solve the two-person, two-player zero-sum game. I just summarize this one for you. I try to summarize this one for you to make you follow step by step and easy to memorize this one. It's very important because you may have one questions for game theories in your midterm exam. You can see that for the first step, develop a pair of tables. Okay, next practice, you will have to develop a pair of tables because you just saw the available pair of matrix, and now you are required to develop a pair of matrix by yourself. Based on the information given in the questions, you have to develop a pair of matrix by yourself. That's the first step. If you don't have a pair of matrix available, you have to develop one. And for the step 2, if the size of the game is not choose multiply 2. Yes. Okay, we back. This is a choose multiply 2 game because there is 2 strategies for each player. Yes, it's the same 2 strategies for each player that we call choose multiply 2. Choose multiply choose games. And if it's not at the choose multiply choose, you should try to apply the dominant strategy to reduce the size of the game to digitize, and it's easier for you to solve the game if it at the form of 2 multiply choose pair of matrix. And step 3, after you have used dominant strategy to solve the game, and you can apply the step so far that you will choose the bull strategy to find the center points. And if there is no center points found, you continuously to apply the mid strategies, and after that you draw a conclusion. That's on the 5 step to solve a zero-sum 2-player games. Yeah, just keep in mind that it's quite short and important. And so we back with the practice that we will learn how to develop a pair of tables or a pair of matrix. It's just the same. Pair of matrix. Okay. Great S, and anyone volunteer to solve this one? Want to try to develop a pair of matrix based on the given information? Okay, Khun Yang, you can solve it. You can solve it. So you should recognize the players and the strategies. The players first. So wait. This payoff matrix, we will have this is you will fill the players here. Who is the players? And also we have another players in this column. So who is the player? Just fill out. Okay, you can continue. You can add column. You can insert more columns. Mấy bạn khác có thể làm viết trên giấy, vẽ được cái payoff matrix, chụp hình gửi lên group cho cô. ba bài sớm nhất sẽ được cộng điểm, 3 bài sớm nhất và đúng nhất sẽ được cộng điểm. Mấy bạn khác vẽ payoff matrix trên giấy đi rồi chụp gửi lên cho cô. Khương Giang, em có muốn làm lại qua giấy chụp ảnh luôn không? Tí rồi sửa luôn, tại cô thấy em thao tác hơi vất vả với cái này. Okay. All of you try to make a handwritten solutions for this assignment and send me a pictures. Okay, if you feel okay, you can do it. Okay, Khương Giang, you have finished the payoff matrix. Anyone can help me check whether this payoff matrix is correct or wrong? Okay. Domino's and Pizza Hut. You can remove the word players to make this Lâm Dương Nguyên Khi. Oh. Ok. Khen ơi, em vẽ cái matrix như vậy thì tới lúc có thể là nó đúng, nhưng mà tới lúc thi làm sao mà show được. Em phải vẽ lại. Ok, Phương Anh. Good job. So Phương Anh, help me to check your friend's work. Khương Giang on the OneNote. Is it right? And you can remove the percent syntax because it just makes confusing. You don't need to put a percent syntax on the payoff. Phương Anh, are you there? Help me to check your friend. Is it right? Okay, thank you, Phương Anh. And instead of, I just make it more completed. Here, do nothing or no as. Okay. And you can remove the syntax percent here. It makes them confusing. Okay. It's okay in the exam because I will. Okay. Sorry, this hints. Maybe this hints from another problem. Just a mistake here. It's not a relevant hint, so no worries. So you got the payoff matrix. Now you help me to solve this game. Step by step, you have the payoff matrix. Now you have developed the payoff matrix, and then what's in the next step? And then, yeah, we have totally 5 steps for the zero-sum two-player games to solve zero-sum two-player games. So you have a payoff matrix, and next step is consider the dominant strategies and then the poor strategies. And if there is no set of points, just try the mid strategies and draw a conclusions. So I will ask a plus point for Khương Giang. And Phương Ánh and Lan Vi. Okay, and Khang Nguyên. Lâm Dương, Khang Nguyên. You should pay attention to the one note or your friend practice. You should draw the complete payoff matrix in a formal way, in a well-presented way, because based on that you have to solve the matrix. If you draw in your ways, it's very confusing. Lâm Khang Nguyên, you do it. Okay, but I also ask a plus point for your volunteer. And the values of the game. What is the values of this game? -1. Phương Giang again. Okay. I will ask you a last point. Could you solve your solutions in the one note? Khương Giang, so this game. Yes. That is the set of points. And use what is the best strategies for each players, Domino's Pizza and Pizza Hut? Yes, yes. You should go. You should write down that invest $15,000 for advertising. You should price in a complete way. Okay. Okay. Pizza Hut and Domino's. Okay. Thank you, Khương Giang. And everyone can solve this one. What kind of strategy your friends have used to solve this game? What kind of methods your friends Khương Giang has used to solve this game? Anyone can answer me? What kind of methods Khương Giang has applied to solve this game? We have three methods: a pull, a dominance, and a mid strategies. Yes, that's a pull strategies. And pull strategies. And is there any others method to solve this? Okay, Lane B. Okay, you can reduce the size. You can try the dominant strategies for this. Yes, we have many ways to solve it. You are not really sure about the dominant strategies. You don't need to follow the 5 steps at the slide. You are flexible. You are just flexible. If the pair matrix available, you just simply solve this. Try different methods. Starting with dominance. If it's not as a choose, multiply 2 times. And then you can try the pull strategies to find whether the center point is it. If the center point is it, luckily you can end up with these answers. And if it's the center point and not exist, you can starting to try the mid strategies, and that's the final one. It's quite flexible. You have to I don't think we can reduce the size. We okay. So just forget the 2 columns. We will try the dominant strategies for this game. You forget this as highlight is incorrect. Just forget it. So we forget this the pull strategy solution. We try to use the dominant strategy to solve this game. So based on this game, if you add the players Pizza Hut, which strategy you will never play? Just ask you that. If you are Pizza Hut, you are the Pizza Hut companies. Pizza Hut, which strategies you will never play? Okay. Pizza Hut. That's no act. Okay. If you are Pizza Hut, you will never place strategies using no advertising because you will incur a loss. You will incur a loss here. So we move this. We only have choose of this. And if you are strategy, if you are Domino Pizza, now our payoff matrix just in terms of choose multiply choose. You can see that. you add dominoes, so which strategy you will never play? Okay. If you are domino, you will never play strategies, no advertising because you incur a loss. Yes, okay. And we continue to remove these strategies. So now we only have this. Oh, sorry, I maybe got there is some confusing orders that make us cannot solve this game. I just back. Okay, we turn it back to the previous state. To this column. No color. Okay. And you continue based on the perspectives of Pizza Hut. You continue based on the perspectives of the Pizza Hut because you cannot change between the two perspectives like that. So Pizza Hut, the first choice is no as, and what is another strategy that Pizza Hut will not likely to play? Ở đây thì mình phải nhận dạng được là tất cả những cái chiến lược nào mà Pizza Hut sẽ không có xu hướng là muốn chơi trong cùng một thời điểm trước, rồi sau đó mình mới xét tới domino. Thì so you can see that Pizza Hut will never place no ads, no advertising, and again he will never place he's not likely to play this as well. Not likely to play this one as well. And so now it's the turn of Domino Pizza. Now Pizza Hut has only one strategy left. That's he's invested $20,000 US for advertising, and Domino Pizza now respond to Pizza Hut's action that Domino Pizza now will try to minimize the maximum loss. That means it will choose strategies this one. And this one. So we obtain the same solution using both poor and dominant strategies. Okay, so the value of the game is just exactly the same with the bull strategies solved by Kun Yang. Using the dominant strategies, we also got the similar solution. Okay, we have more two practice, and we have two more practice. But I think that I will introduce you the tools, the software tool to use SLQM to solve this kind of game theories before we solving the lab to practice. Có bạn nào cài những cái phần mềm mà cô recommend hôm trước chưa? This you installed on the software that I have recommended. Are you there? Yes. Okay. Okay, and let's also use how to use the SLQM to solve this. That's a very powerful tool, and it's very helpful if you can solving the problems by yourself using a handwritten notebook, and after that you can use the SLQM to check whether your solution is right or wrong based on the software. It's very useful way to support too much for your QM studying, because you know that QM is a quite challenging course, and the key for success that you have to practice too much, practice a problem several times until you become a master. And if you are not sure about whether your answer is right or wrong, you can use SLQM to check it. And I hope that all of you have installed SLQM. I also put the slide here. It's there a link available here for you to download on the software and supplementary materials here. How you access this link? I hope that all of you will install SLQM, very useful, especially for your future use when you got a job. You know that we never take too much time to solve a problem by hand in this areas. So you need to know different way to use the software and optimize your times. Okay, we try to solve some problems using the you can see that for each chapters we have a modules here. We have a software modules here for each chapters. This session we cover game theories, and you can also try it with the decision analysis. You even can draw a decision tree using this QM software. It's very powerful. I just want to emphasize that because I'm really interested in using software to solve the problems. But because in the exam, you are not allowed to use the software, you will solve everything in handwritten versions, and so it's by yourself. And not focus on this one, but it's quite powerful, as emphasized a lot of times. And also regression models, forecasting, linear programming, project management, waiting lines, and QM theories. Yes, on chapters in this textbook are available in SLQM for use, and it's very easy to use because it will export a template for you to use, and it do not require any coding or any complicated manipulations. It's very easy to use. Okay, that's enough. And by chapter, so we use to the game theories. And for example, we saw the Domino's and Pizza Hut game. You can namely the title is Pizza Game. And how many payoff for the rows? In the crows, we have 2 crows. It represents for the 2 payoff, and name for rows is Domino's. And for the columns, we have how many columns? 3 columns, and we name is Pizza Hut. Okay, and the seed name you can call it pizza, for example, as anything. Okay, and you can see that it has exports for you as very beautiful templates like this one, and you just put the payoff here. You remember the payoff. And maybe we insert another. Not the net. Domino first strategy is no advertising, and the second strategy is invest $15,000 US, and this one also no ads. Okay, just back with this. I don't remember the payoff matrix. Okay, I think have another. Okay, so this means just copy this payoff matrix and put it here. Oh. Cannot pass. Okay, and no ads we have zeros. Pizza Hut 10 and no ads has -2, and Pizza Hut 20,000 US, and no ads has -5. -1 -1. Okay. And you run to solve the game, and you see that this is the value of the game, final values of the game. Here they also try to calculate the mass of the means and means of the mass using the pool strategies. Okay. But you can see that this is a more complicated game, and it can be so easily using SLQM, value of zeros. And you look at the module 4, the supplementary material, you can see that there is some problems, just like these problems. And for 19, there is a lot of payoff. And it may be very complicated and very confusing, get easy solving this by hand. You can put on this payoff on the SLQM and solve it. On all this problem, you just try SLQM to check for your answer is correct or wrong. Okay. Just try that you install SLQM and test it by yourselves. It's very exciting experience because it's very quick. Okay. So we have two more problems. Do you want to solve it right now, or you will use a homework? It's just similar like the reverse problems. Right now. I also offer you to solve a lot of assignments so far, because you know that I need the volunteers to do the assignments at home, because I will not require you to submit me the homework, because available on the book, and you also have the test bank as well. I remember from the previous semester, some students just simply copy from the test bank in the handwritten versions and submit it to me. And I think this is not an effective strategy. So I will not require you to do homework. But that is your spirit. You are independent. You just have independent decision to solve it. And it's just like play a game. You have two strategies: do in homework and do not and don't need to do homework. And what is the payoffs you can choose by yourself. That is the reason I will not require you to submit the homework. If you do not practice anything, and this is very high probabilities you will fail the exam. Okay, we will solve practice 2 and practice 3 your homework. Try to do it at home. Anyone volunteer to do this practice? Okay, Phương Anh. Phương Anh, okay. No, okay, there's the first three person submitted. Okay. The first three person submitted. Correct answer you should submit before Phương Anh completed her part. Handwrittens will be very quick compared with typing. Okay. Oh, thank you, Nhật Linh, but Phương Giang, just check your pay-up matrix. It's wrong. It's wrong. Lan Vi. Okay. Okay, so I will ask a plus point for Nhật Linh and Lan Vi. Yeah, you should be focused on the hint. Okay. That the two player they will choose the bill, select the bill from the other ones, and if the sum values of the bills, one they hold and one they get from another one, is an odd values, so what happens? And if it's an even value, so what happens? That is the payoff. You have to sum both bills in each cell. And okay, Phương Anh has done a very good job. Nhật Linh again. No set the point. So what that's? No set the point mean that you have to apply the mid strategies. So Phương Anh, whether you commit to the mid strategies or you will let the other take over. Okay, Phương Anh continues. Okay. Mấy bạn khác cũng làm đi, mấy bạn khác cũng tập làm đi. QM cơ bản là phải practice thường xuyên, tại vì mấy đứa không thể học theo kiểu nước rút được, mà phải là bài nào practice bài đó và có rất là nhiều bài tập. Không có cách nào khác ngoài việc mà practice nó. Okay, good job. Hoài My, cô không biết đáp án. Okay, Tree's first submissions on the solution for the mid strategies. Tree's first submissions for the mid strategies, I will add the plus points because I don't care about the result. Show me how you show it. Just write down on your handbook and send me a pictures, and so that it's well presented for me to understand and read it. Okay, Hoài My, I see your effort. I ask you a plus point. But it is much better if you can send me a pictures of how you solve it. I ask you a plus point here is because you see that in our exam and quiz, we just have handwritten exams or quiz. The characteristics of QM course is that you cannot look at it, you understand it, but you cannot solve it. But you have to practice. Even when you understand very well, but if you do not practice, you see it again, and you see it's very familiar, and you remember every single step to solve it, but you still cannot solve it. Okay. Keep in mind that. So the first submission on mixed strategy solution, no one, only Hoài My. Mười bảy 57 2. Cô không check cái kết quả cuối cùng, tại cô mấy đứa tự kiểm tra coi mấy đứa tính toán có ra đúng không, cô chỉ xem cái cách làm thôi. Okay, I will ask a points for Hương Giang, Nhật Linh, and Quỳnh Vi. Ok. Rồi, Phương Anh xin chưa? Ok. Có thể đi thi mấy đứa nên tính ra chữ số thập phân luôn cho dễ nhìn, giống như xác suất probability thì b bằng bao, 0, mấy, 1 trừ b bằng 0, mấy. Và value of the game thì nên tính ra giá trị decimal value luôn để cho nó dễ. Ok. plan B. Rồi, bài 3 có bạn nào giải luôn không? Giải luôn. Phương Anh nhiều điểm quá rồi. Bắt đầu cho hết. Rồi. Mấy em có ra đúng giống Phương Anh không? Mấy đứa tự check kết quả nha. Bạn Phương Anh làm thì đúng hết rồi đó, nhưng mà cô không có show cái kết quả. Ok. Mấy đứa cứ tự check với nhau, tính đúng là được. Cái này tính đơn giản, chủ yếu là phát triển được cái payoff matrix đúng thì các bước sau nó sẽ rất là dễ. Rồi tiếp, còn bài cuối chắc làm luôn ha. Ok rồi, có bé nào xung phong làm luôn không? Làm một lèo vậy. Who volunteer for lost points? Is anyone volunteer? So if no one volunteers, so I will solve it because we don't have to choose more times. So we have the player in the cross that we call the Coca-Cola, and the players in the columns are Pepsi, for example, whatever, or you can change it. It depends on you, just quite flexible that. And what's Eden strategies for Pepsi, for Coca-Cola has 3 strategies in that. Just do nothing in that. And in that, Coca-Cola have 3 options. The notice invest 25,000 US dollar and invest 30,000 US dollar. And Pepsi, what's the Pepsi strategies? Pepsi also can do nothing. Okay. And invest how much? 15,000 US dollars and invest 22,000 US dollars. Olympic trees fastest rocket trees by me. Mấy đứa lẹ quá, đợi cô xíu nè. Okay, and for the payoff, use you do not to need add the syntax percent. Here you just write out the figures and determines whether it is a positive or negative payoff. That's enough. Don't need to put percent. Okay, and we have do nothing zeros. I don't like this internet. Just okay, zeros and 4 and 5. Okay, and we have minus 3 and 1 and 3. Okay, and minus 4 and 1. Oh, sorry. Minus 1 and minus 4, minus 2. You see that this kind of problem is not difficult. It's not difficult to develop a payoff matrix, but it needs you to be careful because it's there's high likely to got a mistake when you put a loss or a gain in the payoff. Yes, negative, confusing between negatives and positive payoff. Pay attention to this. So you have got the payoff matrix, and so you can use this the dominant strategy to try with the dominant strategy to reduce the size of the game first. So if you add the strategies, you add the players Coca-Cola, which strategy you will never do? You will never play it. You apply the dominant strategy first. Okay, if I draw it, I really love to draw down this. Okay. If you ask Coca-Cola, you will never choose the strategy that cost you a loss. So you will never play this one. And also this one. You will always play the strategy 3. Invest 30,000 US dollars because in both cases, no matter how Pepsi respond, you always have a positive payoff, and you will benefit from the games. So now Coca-Cola just plays invest this, and in response, which strategies Pepsi should choose? The dominant strategies. Yes, so Pepsi will choose the strategy help him to minimize his loss. Okay. That's make we just apply the dominant strategy that we can solve the games. Yes, we don't need to do anything else. Or you can apply the bull strategies as well, and you can do it at home. You can Sorry, all of us is at home now. But you can try the both strategies to solve this game, whether it's got the same result. So the dominant strategies, based on the dominant strategies, we have as the best strategies for Coca-Cola is invest $30,000 and the best strategies for Pepsi is invest 22,000. It's dominant strategies. Okay, and you can use the poor strategy to solve it, but I think that we can solve the value of the game is choose and has more advantage. Yes, I think we finished on the practice today. Just let me check your solution. Starting with Nguyễn Lê Hoài My, no S, 5%, 5 4 zeros, 1 minus 2 3. Okay, got the good pair matrix. I'll ask you the plus point. How about the others? How about the silent people during the sessions? Are you sleeping or you somewhere? Langby. Okay, Langby. Langby, you have the answer, so I ask you to plus points. And Phương Nhiệt Trần Phương Nhiệt Trần Phương Nhân. I'm not sure. Sorry if I call your name wrong. Okay. You got two plus points. Hoài My again. Okay, one more plus point. Phương Anh. Okay. Yes, Phương Anh have very complete answers. I really love the way she presents everything. It's perfect. 2 plus points. Okay, let's me summarize the list of plus points today. Tell me if I have missed something. Trần Đỗ Quang Trung, 1 plus points. Bùi Quỳnh Hữu Kiệt, 2 plus points. Phan Thọ Quý, 2 plus points. Nguyễn Khương Giang, 3 plus points. Phạm Nguyễn Phương Anh, 12 plus points. Ninh Hoàng Quỳnh Vi, 1 plus points. Phùng Ngọc Lan Vi, 9. Hồ Nguyệt Anh, 2. Trần Đỗ Nhật Linh, 6. Lâm Dương Khang Nguyên, 1. Trần Phương Nhân, 2. Nguyễn Lê Hoài My, 3. So, is something missing? Is there anything missing? Oh, you have the access to this. The exercise files. I think you can export these files by yourself. You have an access to this and you can copy this. Ủa mấy đứa có sử dụng được cái file này không? Có xuất ra được không? Hay là có copy qua Word lại được không? Tại vì
em không thấy.
Không thấy.
Đúng rồi.
Vậy nãy giờ cô và mấy bạn vẫn đang làm trên cái file này em không thấy là sao?
Em không file này.
Em cứ vào lectures, em có thấy màn hình của cô không? Mình đang ở trong cái nhóm của lớp, thì nó có hẳn một cái file này nó vẫn luôn ở đây. Nó vẫn luôn ở đây nè. Mấy em có thể copy về hay là như thế nào đó, tại vì cô không có soạn một cái file khác mà cô soạn trực tiếp trên này, tại vì cô thử nghiệm cái OneNote này. Mấy đứa có thể copy được á. Copy nó về Word đi để làm lại. Bạn Hát Kiệt được không?
Em không thấy.
Cái vậy không có thấy trên màn hình không?
Em thấy nhưng mà ấy là không thấy cái file thôi, em không thấy màn hình.
Sao kỳ vậy?
Copy được.
Có ai không thấy nữa không? Làm gì mà không thấy? Em không thấy trên cái account của em hay sao?
Dạ đúng rồi. Nhất là màn hình không thấy bình thường.
Mấy bạn khác thì sao? Mấy bạn khác có thấy trên account không? Hoặc là có cái link nó kệ, em có thể đăng nhập vào, em làm trực tiếp ở trên đó. Mấy bạn thấy vậy là vấn đề là ở em rồi, em phải tự hỏi như thế nào, hoặc là em xin từ bạn nào á. Ok.
Rồi thánh thần thì mẹ.
Rồi. Vẫn có link bình thường thì mấy đứa vào thử, tại vì thật ra cô cũng dùng cái này lần đầu thôi. Rồi vậy thì bạn ra mấy đứa mà hoặc là mấy đứa, tại vì làm cái này thì mấy đứa cắt chụp ảnh cái đề rồi làm ra giấy đi, làm viết tay, tại vì chủ yếu là mình practice, mình viết bằng tay thôi, chứ mình làm trên máy tính thì nữa mai mốt đâu thi trên máy tính đâu, nên là chọn cách nào mà để nó phù hợp chiến lược ngay từ đầu.